Welcome to the Headley Highlight Show's Uplifting Corner. My show often covers matters that deserve serious discussion, but in life we need light as well as darkness. And here is this week's contribution. As my regular listeners know, I am a black woman who's proud of my heritage, and this week I came across a website and a poem story, and I was drawn to a section entitled 10 Motivational Poems, and I would like to share them with you now and read one of these poems to you. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to make a donation on my show at denisehedley.com. I'm very partial to 3 wings and chips and a Miranda and also a piece of Bitcoin. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers, so please do click the bell notification and select all, and you'll see all of my notifications as I upload them. So let's jump straight into this. They said my dreams were too high to chase, that I should settle and know my place. But my soul craved from ancient gold, a legacy fierce and a story bold. I carry the voices of those before, who knocked on doors and built the floor, who turned their chains into stepping stones and made the world call them their own. No walls can hold, no fear can say, I mold my future every day. Through fire and fight, I've learned to grow. I'm a masterpiece that they will never know. I hope you enjoyed that poem. And if you want me to read other motivational poems, why don't you send them to me? When I was thinking about that poem, I kind of just thought about my own journey in life and my continuing journey. And I thought about the things that have got me into spaces when, in fact, I wouldn't have necessarily have got into that space. And I think back to my days at LBC and the fact that I think before me there was only like one other black female presenter, which was Afia Hirsch, that I can recall, and prior to that there was only David Lammy. And I heard somebody say, if you go into a space and you're the first, you need to be really careful in that space, because that room is not built for you at all, because you're the first person in there. And if you think about that poem, you'll be the first person who needs to build that floor and build those walls and open that door. And the fact that you're the first in there means that you have to set that foundation. And it's very difficult. You know, quite often it can be very traumatic, and personally, mentally and emotionally, it can take a huge toll out of you. But I think sometimes if you find yourself in a space that you're unfamiliar with and you're the first person in there, it may not necessarily mean that you're going to stay there, but the skill set that you derive from that space is going to grow you as a person, and it's going to help you to move to the next level of your personal development. Not everything in your journey is a straight line. Life isn't like that. It often has, ravines and stones, and sometimes it's raining, and then other times the sun is so bright you just can't believe that things weren't like this always. But the point is, it's always having the vision to continue. Consistency is hard for me, and I'm not going to pretend it's difficult for me to be consistent at things. But one of the things and one of the skills that I got from being the first person in that room at LBC is I now have had my show going for 4 years. I have learned from my broadcasting experiences and opportunities, and I see that as something that I should hold up as building the floor for others, and other people will see what I'm doing, and they might not get the route of going into corporate or legacy media spaces, but they will have the inspiration to think, she's doing that, I can do that. And that to me is a big success. You don't always get the bells and the whistles when you think you should get your flowers, but the point is you've planted really important seeds, and that to me is what I'm taking away from this poem. I hope you enjoyed it. So don't forget, guys, I might be I'm not sure what's happening next week, because basically I'm having a bit of a time off, so there probably won't be any uplifting corner, but you can jump all over my website and look at my stuff, because I need a break and I'm taking it. How about that? So please make a donation, like, share and comment, and I'll be gone for about a week or 2, but after that I'll be coming back stronger, better and far more rested. Thank you for your listening ears, your continued support. And that's it. Cut, darling, cut.